Emma.
A few months ago, I missed a flight to Edinburgh for a job interview. I thought I'd given myself plenty of time, but I hadn't considered how busy the train station would be. I should have left the house earlier, and I definitely could have booked a taxi instead of relying on public transport. When I arrived at the airport, the gate had just closed. I was so frustrated. Looking back, I realised I might have avoided the whole situation if I'd packed my things the night before. I spent too much time that morning looking for my ID and ironing clothes. I also shouldn't have assumed the train would be on time. It was delayed by 15 minutes. In the end, I had to reschedule the interview. And although it went well, I think I would have made a better impression if I had been there in person. It was a stressful experience, but I've learnt my lesson. Next time, I'll be more prepared.
Tyler.
Last year, I got into a pretty big argument with one of my closest friends. He said something that really upset me, and instead of taking a moment to cool off, I just reacted. I should have listened more carefully to what he was trying to say, and I definitely could have handled this situation with more patience. I misunderstood his point completely, but at the time, I didn't give him a chance to explain. I said things I regret, and I know I shouldn't have raised my voice. Afterward, I realized I could have avoided the whole argument if I'd just taken a step back and thought before speaking. We didn't talk for weeks, and honestly, I might have lost that friendship for good. Fortunately, he accepted my repeated apologies, and we're okay now, but I definitely learned that reacting emotionally isn't always the best option. I would have felt terrible if we'd never spoken again.
James.
At my previous job, there was a new colleague who was clearly struggling with the workload. I noticed she often stayed late and looked stressed, but I didn't do anything to help. I suppose I thought someone else would step in, or that she'd ask if she needed support. Looking back, I realize I should have offered to help her out, even just with something small. I could have made a real difference to her day. I might have even learned something new by collaborating with her. She ended up quitting after a couple of months, and I can't help but think I should have been more supportive. She probably felt isolated, and I would have felt awful if I'd known how bad things were. I definitely should have spoken to her, even just to ask how she was doing. It taught me that it doesn't take much to be kind, or to make someone feel included.
Maya.
Over the holidays last year, I decided not to go to a big family gathering because I felt tired and just wanted a break. At the time, I thought I needed the rest, but I should have made the effort to go. My grandmother had traveled all the way from another state, and I could have spent some quality time with her. I ended up really regretting my decision because a few months later, she passed away unexpectedly. I've been thinking about that a lot. I should have prioritized my family over a quiet evening at home. I could have managed my time better and still gone for at least a couple of hours. I would have felt better knowing I made the most of that opportunity. Now, I try not to skip special moments, even if I'm not in the mood. I realize you never know when it might be the last chance to see someone.